I'm Jamie Forbes from Fine Art Magazine, and we're talking with
Vincent Laforet
and
Philip Bloom.
Philip Bloom. And you both have an expertise in DSLR camera and DSLR video shooting, correct?
It's debatable.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say so.
And I had the pleasure of listening to you downstairs. You had a great seminar, and you brought up some very, what I felt, seminal points, interesting points, and you brought information together. I'm going to start with Vincent first, because Vincent's, the one phrase you used that interested me most is, it is the storytelling. Mm-hmm. And in what way do you think this new media can bring the storytelling to the focus more quickly, in a more populous way, possibly?
I think popular is a good choice in that it allows people to more easily tell a story without getting involved in big budget equipment and high production value, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes it's just about getting the pen to paper and getting something down on paper, and then you can refine it. And to some degree, quite a bit less, but to some degree the same is true about videos. Sometimes it's just about getting a start. You may have to reshoot it because you didn't think it through the first time. But just get out there and get going. And ultimately, until you get out there and get going, you can't tell a story. So people who don't have access to high-end video cameras or film cameras can now start telling their short films with these cameras, or the documentaries, or whatever they want to do.
Well, I wanted, and your expertise was with Canon or not with Canon?
Yeah, I mean, I use Canons predominantly, mainly because they are the only DSLRs which are really there at the moment. The others have even more flaws than the Canons do. So the market is pretty one-sided right now. But, things will change within a year to 2 years.
Now, downstairs, and I didn't film that seminar, so I'll have to direct people to it. The focus was on a lot of the technicals, and I believe the storytelling will change the way people tell stories through these new instruments, because I think film is dead. I hate to tell everybody, but I think the entire industry is moving towards the expertise that you both have to offer, and the kind of populace, Vimeo, Hulu, Netflix, whatever can come to the media's attention through multiple channels internationally will be the new storytelling of a new era through these new processors and mediums.
You're talking about film as in actual film?
I think film in 10 or 15 years will not be the way in which people communicate a main storyline.
You're talking about going to the movie theatres, or are you talking about...
I don't think there will be, but I think that will not be the main focus, movie theaters. I think more along the lines of what Vincent said, where people will bring this up in their own homes on their 60-inch screens.
I mean, we have got to the point now where you actually get a better picture, generally, at home if you've invested in a nice TV and a nice sound system, and you don't have the annoying people in front of you on the phone, or eating their popcorn, or having an argument, or whatever. You don't have the issue of no leg room and twitching, and you can press pause when you want to go for a loo break, which is always nice.
Exactly. It's another world.
But there is nothing like going into a movie theatre, and it's everything to me. It isn't just a nostalgic thing. I mean, and it's a big part of it, but just even going to see a crappy movie in a theatre with a big screen and some popcorn, English popcorn, because your American popcorn is disgusting and buttery. I mean, it is.
You have to order the non-butter.
It's just come marmalade.
Marmalade? It's Marmite.
Marmite.
We have Marmite on ours. Yeah, we have Marmite on ours. Yeah,
Marmite.
we drink cups of tea. We don't drink Coke with our movies. Yes, of course we do. But it's that whole sort of feeling, and I honestly don't think. I watch a lot of stuff at home, but when I can, I mean, we talked about The Social Network. This is a film I'm going to make sure that I'm going to see at the weekend because I want to see it. And when there's certain films which I have to see at the movie theatre, I will see it at the movie theatre. Inception was one of them. And I think that's not going to change. And I think what's happened, as much as both myself and Vincent detest, and I'm pretty much he's the same as me, 3D, the one thing 3D has done is it has reinvigorated cinema in that it's brought in new projectors and better screens. And so therefore, things are getting better. We talked about new distribution. So a lot of things are going to be viewed digitally. We're going to have much better quality. And I've seen a marked improvement going to movie theatres in a lot of screens where the image is actually superb, as opposed to where I'd go and see a film 3 weeks in on a really knackered old print, and it just looks awful. So I think I think the event part of it is still going to be there. They just need to be really careful about the pricing. I know Vincent talked about it as a family man. For him to take his family to see a movie is an expensive proposition.